I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate that sometimes feels despite it being so much part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? Of course. Thanks, Glider. Goodbye. Can I help you, Glider? I ask if there's anything worth a look nearby. She chuckles to herself. Of course. You don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there, and you'll see for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why they call it that. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a real fan of insects, there's a giant Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it that they can lift 100 times their own body weight. Can I help you, Glider? I ask which other regions are nearby. Glad you asked. Head south if you wish to see the white sands of the Wash. West, you'll find the Red Sea and its myriad of secrets. And to the east are the salt plains of the Waste. It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I look towards my gliding as a child, I picture myself as a dust-covered traveler, exploring strange forbidden places and finding strange forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but to weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, Glider. Name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? Good, good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation. But I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it though. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you out there already doing basically nothing. Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's Odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. I say with a smirk that I don't imagine that would count as a gliding. But at the same time, I wonder if some people do go out and use the time to simply be with themselves in a safe and reflective space. Would it matter as much what mask we chose if we found our purpose deep within? Oh no, should I be doing that? Alton clears his throat and I'm grateful to be shaken free. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one, yeah? It's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. I asked Alton how much he might need. How much can you carry? I show him my arms and my pockets for scope. Yeah, I need that much. As many times as you can do it. I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore, and that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye to Alton. He barely looks up at me. I hope this scrap's better than what you brought me last time, which was good, too, but, you know, always strive for better. Ah well, sometimes it's like that. If you do see anything, I'll be waiting. I say goodbye to Alton. The machinist looks me over. You're late. For our meeting with one another. You ought to have come sooner. I ask the machinist how they know me. I don't know you. Not yet. Perplexed. I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I have been late among the Apex side. Things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Sizzle. I asked then if Sizzle alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and set waypoints and oases among my gliding. A comforting thought. No, no, no. It was your hoverbike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of its voice. Of her voice, sorry. I told Utari that it was not Samoon they heard, for Sizzle and I only built her a few days hence. They waved their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizzle teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their form. I hear them, as I always have, and yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simone came after all. Go there, mend what is broken and soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I asked Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I'll be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. Utari greets me warmly. How may I help? Utari's delight is obvious, and I see it even in my approach. They radiate with energy. You did it! Thank you. Well done. Both of you. Did you have much trouble? Of course not. Why? And why would you? You were meant to do it. Now for your, I won't say reward, now for what you're owed. Utari produces a machinist badge, holding it out for me to take. You may have been late coming, but you are here where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. You may, if so choose, become one of us, who speak the unheard language of Simone and her vast connections. This badge is one, but you will need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the machinist. I thank Utari for it, and tell them I have much to consider. But for just a moment, I hear the faintest ring in my left ear, distant and deep, like a river below the sand. Listen,